Hell yeah, guys. What is happening? The Capitalist from DotaLive.net, and this is going to be game two of Absolute Legends versus Keita. Absolute Legends took game one. This is in the Absolute Legends qualifier tournament, and there is some serious action going down left and right. A lot of really good games so far, especially this last one, Keita versus AL. AL, a team that in the past, let's be honest, I can't really put them in my top 10. But in this tournament, they took out Mao's last round, and this round, pretty good, strong showing against Keita in game one. They had a little rough parts. It happens, but in the end, they had a really nice team fight, and that pretty much secured the rest of the game for them. I mean, they had a very large farm lead. They had a couple of rocky team fights, but other than that, they finally were able to execute a good one, and they were good to go. I gotta update the best of three, one up to AL. There we go. Anyway, joining me today is gonna be Exiled from Team Believers. Exiled, what'd you think of last game, man?
Last game was definitely a great game. I mean, we saw from the beginning a very strong lead by AL, and then them starting to play a little sloppy, but they definitely recovered extremely well, and they just took the game by storm with all the farm they had. It was a great game. It was very action-packed.
I mean, that's definitely something that's really important for teams is to not get caught up in, when you make mistakes and things start going down a little downhill for you. It's really important not to get wrapped up in those mistakes. So it shows some good experience from AL that they didn't get too upset that they were kind of feeding an anti-mage and finally were able to execute a really good team fight and took the game in the end. So, and of course, you guys, I'm sure, I mean, relatively new team coming out. Keita Gaming, though, has been stomping teams left and right. A lot of really good teams, and they definitely are in the top 10 right now. But we're going to see, let's go over the picks right now. We got banned out Chen, Syllabear, and Leshrak being banned out by Keita, and also AL banning out Lycan, Furion, and Invoker. And we're going to see a Darkseer first pick once again by Keita. They really like that Darkseer pick, man.
See, I think the thing is with Keita, I mean, normally you'd see teams, obviously Darkseer and Panda are pretty much the two toss-ups right now. But I don't know if they have a really good Darkseer, or a Panda player rather. I don't know if that's why they're not picking it, or if they're just trying to save it for the next round. But normally you'd see teams go Panda right here over Darkseer, and I guess they just don't have a superior Panda player as to their Darkseer player.
Yeah, that might be it. I mean, their Darkseer made some pretty good plays last game, but Panda also, Panda was one of the main reasons that they lost control of that game. He got a really fast blink and was just able to stomp heroes left and right. We're going to see Beastmaster and Enigma for the 1-2 on AL, and now Shadow Demon is picked up by Keita. Shadow Demon's just seeing a lot of play, and this is the exact same lineup we saw last time.
Right.
At least the start.
Anti-mage.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see an anti-mage, because that did not work out so well for that last game. Anyway, guys, I want to give my media whoring done with, because I didn't do any of that last time. If you guys haven't heard of this, Dota Live, we're a relatively new site, new casting site, DotaLive.net. And you guys should check us out on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page. Right now we are, what's the word? Have we given away beta keys yet? We have? All right, we just gave away 10. Do we know when we're going to do the next giveaway? Okay, but basically when we reach a certain mark, I think it's going to be 1,000, but I'm not sure yet. When we reach a certain mark, we're going to give away beta keys to you guys. And how many did we give away? 10? 8. We gave away 8. For hitting the 500 mark. When we hit the 150 mark, we gave away 10. So, beta keys. If you want them, please like us on Facebook, Facebook/DotaLive, I believe. Also, follow us on Twitter. And yeah, Azu is all over it. He's got our Facebook, Twitter, and all those sites up already. And please subscribe to us if you're enjoying the cast. Myself, I'm the main caster for the site. We also have Hari, if you guys have heard of him from Dota Live Cinema. And then we always get some really good guest commentators, such as Exile today. So please check us out. Subscribe to our Twitch. That would be the most helpful thing you could do. And yeah, just all around, please check us out some more. We're going to see the Tidehunter is going to be the third pick for Keita. So much more teamfight orientated.
Yeah.
Much more teamfight orientated. And Windrunner is the third pick for AL Enchantress and being banned out by Keita. What do you think about the lineup, Excel?
I was kind of waiting for a Tidehunter last game. I don't know if he was in the ban pool. I don't think he was in the first three. I was kind of waiting for them to go that instead of anti-mage last game. But I'm glad they did it because he's definitely one of the more fun heroes. I like to watch him. Hopefully he's played as a semi-carry because that's what we always play him as. He's hilarious. He's a great hero.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he was banned out. I think you're right. And Tidehunter really is one of those heroes. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that he was always seen in that first, 2 or 3 pick
Yeah.
area. He was always seen there.
He's yeah. I remember he was always the first ban or the first pick. Like there was no option because his Ravage is just so strong. Like whole computer screen monitor stun. Jesus.
Yeah,
So,
and in congruence with the Darkseer pickup, the vacuum, just being able to group up, at least 2 or 3 heroes into a nice little circle where you can hit some good AoEs. They've got some really strong team fight. Whereas I'm looking at AL's team and I see a lot of good ganking potential, but it's mostly single target. I mean, you're talking about Windrunner, who Shackle Shot is amazing, and then also Beastmaster, which they AL ran that last game, right? Or was that Keita?
it's Keita.
Yeah, it was Keita. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, the single target coming out from Beastmaster as well as Enigma. I mean, they do have the black hole, but as always, teams are always aware of a black hole, and usually you won't get more than 2 or 3 heroes in a black hole. And even if when you do, half the time it's going to be disabled within the first 2 seconds. So, but a lot of, I mean, that's just the thing right now. I mean, what do you think about the current meta game when you're talking about how basically both teams pick the same general picks, which is a lot of utility, but always some early to mid game, or usually the top heroes. I mean, unless you're talking about picking up, a Lycan or an Invoker, one of those, kind of top tier picks. Besides that, it's always sort of Darkseers, Tidehunters, those kind of heroes. You don't see a whole lot of like Chinese style farm and turtle until 65 minutes, and then we'll finally fight.
Right.
Do you like this sort of meta game, or what do you think about it?
Oh man, this is another conversation my team and I always have. I'm more of a I like seeing a lot of action, a lot of gank, a lot of like heavy aggressive. Like right now what Keita has is more what I like. They're definitely the let's roam around the map and team fight constantly, go gank action kind of game. I'm not a fan of Chinese picks because I think turtling is really boring. But I'm also not a fan of straight like push. Like everybody, if you push, I don't know. I find that so boring. Um, I definitely the metagame is push, but I have more fun with aggressive ganking into push.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
All right, so like you said, you're going to see the puck pickup as well as Riki for Kita and Earthshaker and AL. I mean, they have a jungler. I mean, what do you think's left here? I mean, they're going to pick up some sort of range carry and have Earthshaker babysit him with Enigma in the jungle, or what are we looking here for 5th pick from AL?
I mean, honestly, they have so many options open. Like they have Windrunner can suicide and Enigma can suicide, and they could just do duels. I think they're probably gonna go with Enigma jungle and Windrunner bot, or Beastmaster bot even and Windrunner mid, and then just get a range carry and have it top. I mean, but they could also do a melee carry. Like just because Earthshaker's babysitting a melee carry doesn't necessarily make it bad, especially against the I assume against the Darkseer that they're gonna have top.
Mm-hmm.
Earthshaker's like one of those heroes that's kind of like Venge in the way that he can just keep him out of the lane, and one stun with a little bit of burst can just drop him instantly.
Mm-hmm.
So they can go either way with it. I think they need to carry.
I was about to say the main range carry that I always think of right now is Morphling. Morphling's seeing a lot of popularity lately, and Riki's a pretty good counter to him. So I don't know, what other range carries do you think are left open to them?
Oh, there's so. Oh. I was actually gonna say either Potom or Slardar because of Riki specifically. Slardar definitely would have been one of my top 2 contenders.
So they are going to have a slightly awkward, but like you said, it's not that big of a deal. Or Shaker, I mean, it's not that big of a deal having 2 melee in the same lane when it comes to a hero like Earthshaker, who really isn't going to be lane anyway. He's just going to be sitting on the side waiting to hit, a nice little stun, especially if against a suicide lane. Now, do you think Keita, knowing this, seeing that there's going to be 3 melee, do you think they should try and instead of having a suicide lane, having their their tri-lane top and force the action there since they know it's going to be a dual melee lane? Or what do you think? Or should they just stay with Riki in the safe lane, farm it up?
Well, honestly, in this position, I think they should have Riki safe lane farm and then SD babysit. And I think they should tide puck top. I mean, you can't really kill the tide unless you get a really like a good block on top of a lot of damage from the Slardar. But either way, like you can't really kill the puck and you can't really kill the tide, especially if it's Kraken Shell level 1. Like I don't think there's any way they could kill either one of those heroes unless extremely well coordinated with an Enigma gank. So like I think the best option for them would have SD babysit that SA bot. But they could also try lane up here with the Tide, SA, SD, and try to win the lane. But I don't think they would. I don't think they'd stop the farm, and I don't think they'd get him any farm.
Well, they are going to 5-man the jungle right off the bat, and it looks like AL is going to at least 4-man it. Godot's at it over there. So they're both going to 5-man the jungle right off the bat. So maybe they're going to spy out what they think the lanes are and then change it up accordingly. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. Windrunner already has counters, something I noticed. And then as well as... I don't know. What? Okay, never mind. What do I need to do? Oh my god. I did it again. I'm so sorry, guys. The scenes. I'm sorry. Alright, so luckily nothing happened. I did that twice in a row. Jesus. Anyway, nothing happened. AL just throwing down some stuns. No biggie.
Oh, that ward.
Darkseer is going to be that suicide lane. That is what's going to happen.
Yeah. I guess they're just going to try lane the safe lane, but I don't necessarily know if that's like a good idea. Because if you try lane a Tide Hunter, he's not going to get any levels, and he's not going to be useful until he does. Like, he's possibly one of the most useless heroes in the game without level 6.
Without level 6. Now, what about maybe getting... Okay, he already has Gush, but what about, say, like getting Anchor Smash and trying to get counters up and just get that triple pull? You know, pull to there, pull to there, and pull to there, and just spamming Anchor Smash to try and farm. Do you think that's a viable thing? Or, like, should he try and do some jungling while he's babysitting this SA at bottom? Or what do you think?
Actually, yeah, it's definitely an option. I mean, it would work. Especially this game, since they didn't even counter the pools. But, I don't know, it's like, he's one of those heroes that, if he's not in lane and he's not jungling, he's just useless. So jungling would be the best option. Oh, look at Godot already starting to try to stack. But, he should be doing what you just said. And I think he is actually going to. But, I mean, that's all he can do until level 6. That's why I like having him in a dual lane, like... He just has more presence and he farms faster.
Yeah, especially when he's the farmer in that dual lane. It's you know, he gets those fast levels in Anchor Smash and Kraken Shell, and he just feels like he's undefeatable. Yeah, he did already stack, and they're going to start doing. They're going to pull already. So hopefully they're going to get some extra golden experience out of that. But meanwhile, what do you think about Snoopy Windrunner supporting this Slardar?
They've actually done it a lot, I believe. And Absolute Legends also, they use Windrunner as a support a lot of the time. And this game, I don't know if I actually like it too much, because they're not having anybody bot. Like, Godot's just stacking right there, but he's not in the lane. Windrunner would at least be able to get a little bit of levels, because at this level right now, they can't kill the Windrunner if she goes Windrun, like the SD tri-lane, unless they play it extremely well. But right now, she's not getting levels, she's not getting farm. And Shaitan's, like, he's doing what he can to farm, but Darkseer is getting levels. And that's not something that they can have, to have Shaitan equal out in farm, like.
Right. Yeah, it is rather unfortunate, especially since the way he's doing it right now, he's going to be able to pick up a soul ring relatively soon, which means he can just spam even if he can't get the gold. They're going to try and get a block off here. They're going to block him off. Nice job. Wow. Great block, and that's going to be a dead Nikwa. Even though Surge is up, the nice little stun by Shaitan. And first blood does go to Windrunner, almost 3 minutes in. So nice little play. Nico getting a little too aggressive there with his suicide lane. He was getting a lot of golden experience for a suicide lane, but unfortunately that did not pay up. He did give up all that first blood gold, which is so much.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, Windrunner really didn't even have to be there for that. Like, that was just the Earthshaker playing it properly, like getting in position to block him and having Slardar do it. So, like, that was the whole... You don't really need a range carry to stop the Darkseer farm as long as you have a solid stun. And
middle. Bleak is going to go down here. They do get a gush, and they're going to follow it up. Nagarai is actually getting kind of low, but he does back out. In time, the Eidolons are trying to do... Oh, nice disruption.
Wow.
But unfortunately, the Eidolons are going to finish him off if he target the right one. Oh, no. He grabs him, and nice little counter kill using the Eidolons very effectively. The stun might come out. Oh, man. If he had been there a little bit sooner, he might have actually gotten another kill. I think 2 rounds of attacks from all those Eidolons might have killed the Shadow Demon there.
Wow, that was a really good play by Shadow Demon. Just Bleak microing him and guessing the right one was really good.
Yeah, both. But that's why I have. There's an option in Dota where it'll automatically take control of any summons.
Yeah.
I really like that option when it comes to Shadow Demon being able to instantly move those illusions around. Otherwise, it's kind of obvious. Quix is taking a lot of damage from Bleak, but he's going to be able to get out just fine. Meanwhile, Wall Leader is pretty much, he doesn't even necessarily need his supports at this point. Once he gets a little bit of level advantage, melee v melee, little bit of an advantage. Right now, he's level 5, and Beastmaster is level 2. He can just blink out there whenever he wants to, especially since he leveled Blink Strike over Backstab. He could just blink out and just force the Beastmaster back.
Yeah, and this is kind of where I was saying, like, if Beastmaster would have been mid, and then Enigma would have jungled, and Windrunner would have been bot, they all would have been, like, I think they all would have been better off. Mm-hmm. Like, Windrunner and Beastmaster are both, like, kind of useless right now. And Enigma's doing well middle. But, like, they don't have 2 heroes right now, like, being the Beastmaster and Windrunner. The only thing Beastmaster's doing is stacking. And Windrunner's just... I don't think Windrunner's making that much of a impact in this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Slardar's going Midas. Oh, wow.
Well, look at the creep kills. They're 21 and 21 right now on Bleak. You gotta love Enigma, just being able to deny both killing creeps on his own and then using Eidolons to last hit really easily is just makes him a laning master in that regard. Meanwhile, top Niqua, he's just forcing him out of lane right now. To turn on with an Ion Shell, but really, Lush just has to run away, and once he gets close enough to Slardar, he could potentially turn around. He's actually getting kind of low. Niqua, though, will not be able to get him low enough, and has to back up. Slardar right now, 27 and 8, while respectively Wall Leader is 39 and 16, so he's getting quite a bit of farm. Already level 6, doing very well with his CSing score right now.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, SA is definitely winning in the lane because the Darkseer is just, like, he's just Ion Shell. He got levels, and he's gonna end up winning the lane. Oh, nice power shot by Snoopy right there.
Yeah, I completely missed that, but Windrunner going top to help out and get a gank on there. Very well done. But meanwhile, Enigma is pushing in middle. Disruption does go off there, hoping to jump in on Bleak, but unfortunately the Soul Catcher did not hit. I think otherwise Quix probably would have tried and thrown both of his spells and take out Bleak, but without that extra bit of damage, it was kind of dangerous, so did not commit to that.
I think the only reason this Slardar is gonna equate to SA's farm is because he has a Midas. Like, right now is when he's gonna start farming more, even with the Darkseer in the lane. Just because the Midas, the extra gold from it, is gonna help him out quite a bit.
I was about to say, and the extra experience will be rather helpful for him getting level 11 as fast as humanly possible, so then he could take a really fast Roche. That could definitely turn things around in team fights very quickly.
And especially since he's on Dire too, that'll be quite the little advantage they have.
Tidehunter is only level 3.5 right now. That's really unfortunate. You really want to see that fast level 6 out if you can, but at the same time, he's the same level as the Suicide Lane Beastmaster, so that's not too terrible. It would just be nice if he had that Ravage for upcoming team fights soon.
Yeah.
And the difference is Beastmaster is going to be able to start popping his stacks pretty soon. He doesn't have the mana for it, but the stacks are up.
It's gonna take him a while to kill, and I think Keita might actually spot it here soon if they run Tide and ST down there. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, especially if he's forced to use axes right now. I mean, Ricky can just keep pushing here. He's getting to the point where he's no longer static farming. He's actually actively pushing a little bit and doing damage to the tower because he can just dive past the tower and go on Godot at any point. As of right now, we're gonna see Gush and look at all the damage. It's just way too much. Godot is gonna go down so quickly, easily getting taken out. Very well done. Very well executed gank.
On top as well.
Oh no, I'm missing out on that top. Nikwa. Oh, the block, just barely missing out.
Oh man.
That's really unfortunate. They really needed to get some sort of counter kill there. Meanwhile, bottom tier 1 tower is going to go down. I believe that is going to be the first tower of this game to get taken out, and that's going to be a very welcome influx of gold for Wall Eater, even though he's already doing so well. You know.
I think at this rate, if he goes defusal, he's going to have it by 13, 14 minutes at this rate, and he's gonna just end up roaming all the squishies and just killing them all. Puck died mid.
Oh
Wow.
man, they didn't even need the Beastmaster ultimate there. He's only level 4. They just straight up took out Puck. Not sure
They're
what
gonna try
happened
to
there.
counter push here.
Yeah, they really needed to get some sort of tower here before Riki starts snowballing a little bit. Once he starts getting that defusal and a few more levels, once he starts maxing out that backstab, that's when he gets really dangerous and can just pick off heroes really quickly all by himself. Doesn't need anybody else around. And hopefully they can start taking out some towers and sort of get some basic survivability to help out with that.
They have a counter ward here mid that AL does. If they catch this SA while he's farming right now, it's gonna be an easy kill.
Yeah. Oh, the black hole. That's how they got the puck kill. I wasn't even paying attention to cooldowns. So they don't have that up for the SA kill, but Beastmaster gonna go back to bottom, pick up some farm there. Meanwhile, at top, I mean, let's go over the CS right now. 45 and 35 for Enigma, 45 and 10 for Shaitan. He's really falling behind in CS now. I mean, Wall Eater is almost twice the amount of that amount of CS. Nikwa is almost the same amount of CS, only 10 behind. That's you just can't have that happen. Godot is gonna go down here. He's getting circled around.
Yeah, definitely.
They really need some sort of ward at bottom because this is twice that has happened.
SA is getting really farmed. And compared to Slardar, I assume he's going Vanguard, but he won't have that for a while at this rate.
You're gonna try and get a block off. Lust is looking for it, but Nikwa very wisely gets as close as possible to the Earthshaker and minimizes the chances of a really good block. Able to get away, so really smart play there. Gold graph right now, almost 2,000 in lead for the Radiant. And while that doesn't seem like that much, 2,000, 11 minutes in, you know, that's decent. At the same time, I would give the really give the advantage to the Radiant when it comes to late game. I mean, I know Slardar's a great counter to Riki and everything, but once he gets that defusal, he's just going to be able to take it out. Nikwa in a little bit of trouble. He does actually get stunned. He's not able to get out of the way, and he gets taken out. Oh no, Quicks does not hit the stun in time from the ultimate. He's gonna get a counter kill. Nice job. Unfortunately, he broke the coil, and now Quicks is in a little bit of trouble here. Bleak is gonna start going in on him. He doesn't have a black hole. So if Quicks is able to get an orb, but it's another 2 seconds, and there goes the disruption to help him get a little bit of time. Orb does go off. He's going to blink over to it, but he's still in a little bit of trouble now. Bleak, can he get a hit? There's no mana, and it's all up to Bleak. He's so close for a stun. There goes the stun. He's going to take him out. Quicks is not able to dodge the damage.
And SA has Purge in 2 minutes tops. This is going to get really bad for AL, I think, at this rate.
Yeah, they really needed Slardar to be able to have, I mean, or what do you think on Slardar? Because Slardar can go a lot of different items, but with the Midas build, and like you said, presumably going Vanguard, he's chasing Nikwa, and he might actually get this kill. He will. We're going to see no teleports in whatsoever from Keita. They're not going to try and save him whatsoever. Instead, Wall Eater's going to take away the ancient stuff.
Yeah, see, he caught him, and he's just gonna end up killing them all slowly because Beastmaster can't. Like,
Yeah, especially without mana boots or any boots for that matter. Ouch.
Dire's middle tower
That is really unfortunate. 5-7, 13 minutes in. AL versus Keita. AL taking the first game. So Keita really needs to win this one in order to move on to game 3. Otherwise, they're going to get taken out.
it's SA's Purge. Like, now he's gonna go find the Enigma in the jungle, and he's just gonna kill him all day long.
Somebody totally mentioned the scoreboard backwards. Yeah. I know.
Well done.
I know.
Well
You
done.
snigger and you have no right to snigger. Listen, guys, I woke up at 6:30 in the morning in order to start casting. I am not in full shape right now. Wall Eater, look at him go. He's just taking away those ancients.
He's gonna
in
die.
a little bit of trouble.
Enigma has dust.
Oh no. Pops the dust. There it goes. He just got a little too ballsy there.
Yeah.
Still,
I think
that
it's played
doesn't.
by Bleak to have dust on him though. Normally a lot of players don't. I think they're gonna get mid tower for that kill as well. So that's gonna help them even out the farm quite a bit.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, they're circling around behind right now. Keita is gonna start going and trying for some sort of fight here. The tower's gonna go down before they can get
Radiant's middle tower
no
has
glyph or anything, and they're just gonna back off now. Shadow Demon getting a little ballsy here. He has no team pulling up. There they come. We're gonna see Ravage coming up fairly short. Nice shackle shot. Huge play by Snoopy, locking the two of them together. Quick's thrown in. He orbs, and he's trying to get out now back to his side of the river. So nothing really happens. Both teams are able to get out now. But other than that, Wall Eater's just gonna go back to farming. No surprise. Shaitan, what does Shaitan go here? I mean, besides the Vanguard, do you think he should go for Blink and start trying to initiate on this Riki, or what?
Honestly, I don't think he should. I think he should go BKB because as of right now, they don't want to initiate on a Ravage and a Puck ulti without a BKB on top of that. Like their only carry.
Wall Eater.
Yeah. Oh.
He's manning up on Godot, but unfortunately, 4 heroes on top of him. That's gonna be 2 deaths in 2 minutes, pretty much. That's not what you want to see from your hard carry. AL doing a nice job putting a stop to him, but at the same time, I think Riki just needs to be a little bit more careful. He's got that defusal, and I think he's all antsy to start picking up some hero kills.
Right. That is. But now Tide's actually getting a lot of farm. Like, while that was happening, Enigma killed Darkseer, but Tide killed Enigma. So now he has 1500 gold. He's getting either really close to Blink or a mana boots on Roar on bot. Darkseer.
Bottom, they're jumping on Nico. Nice little shackle shot. They're trying to combo it up. Ultimate even comes out from Lust, but a huge vacuum left him on the other side of the cliff, but it's not enough to save him. The Quicks trying to get out. Very nice dodge. And he's going to be able to get away. Maybe Shaitan's actually going to keep chasing, and nobody around for Keita is here. He's pinging like mad. He wants Shadow Demon to come save him with a disruption, but he already teleported bottom now. They're coming in from behind. Wall Eater is going to go in, pops the Earthshaker. 2 shots at that guy. But he does
really
have
bad.
Amplify on him. He really needs to purge that away, or else he's just going to go offensive. Hit on offensive purge. Godot needs to finish him off. Oh, there's the black hole, saving Godot. Godot's going to be able to get away. And now Shaitan's going to come in. He's going to finish off the Shadow Demon. And now Wall Eater's in a little bit of trouble. Nice job cutting through the trees. Great play. They're going to head off Wall Eater. Wall Eater using the blink as mobility, trying to get as far as he can, but they're going to pick up that kill anyway. Very nice job by AL. Very well executed fight.
Quicks had a really nice play there, dodging the Slardar stun, but at first, but now AL's just playing like a team now. Like they were playing kind of isolated early game, but now that they're grouped up, there's really nothing that they can do like Keita can do without Ravage.
Radiant's bottom
No
tower
chance.
is under attack.
The bottom tower is going to get taken down. Ravage is actually up in 18 seconds, but it's not going to be enough to save the tower by any means, so
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
can't really force this team fight right now. Looking at items right now, Arcane Boots on a couple heroes on AL, Mech on Enigma, and then besides that, Vanguard, not a whole lot else on AL. Keita, on the other hand, they've got, of course, that Diffusal Blade, and working on Mech for Darkseer. Darkseer is going to be the one going for the mech. He's not going to be going for that fast pipe, which is a little bit normal to see. But Shadow Demon doesn't have the gold to pick up that mech, and they really do need those teamfight items as soon as possible. I think it was the same thing as last time where we expected Beastmaster to go for the pipe, but I think the idea was pipe is going to take a little bit too long, and we need those teamfight items now, which is going to get us more gold anyway. So double damage on Riki, that's rough. It's just going to tear apart Bleak. He's going to go for that. Meanwhile, he's probably going to pick up that kill. Meanwhile, middle actually Puck completely missing. So Riki does pick up that kill, and there was no action. And
4 shot.
Missed Puck ulti. That was almost. Oh, and they're going to pick up Snoopy, though. No Ravage required. And now they're going to be able to take this tower. Just manning up and taking it.
That was really something they needed. They were just starting to fall behind, and now they're gonna catch up with that, I believe. I think that was a good play by Keita all around. SA doing the smart thing, just roaming the Enigma every time he can.
Oh,
and just sitting behind their tower. Oh man.
Godot, man, with the Darkseer. I mean, that by itself, you know, having Darkseer, Ion Shell on top of an Invis here, rather obnoxious. We're gonna see Riki teleporting top to defend that tower and pick up some more CS, and they're not going to force anything middle. They're just going to back up and farm, which is great for them. I mean, as a Riki, what do you think? Should he go for a BKB here, seeing as that's the biggest source of damage that's going to be coming at him? That's the only way that he's really going to be dying anytime soon is through disables. Or because of Black Hole, should he go a little bit more offensive and forget about BKB because they have that Black Hole disable?
I still think he should go BKB. Like, when he gets a BKB, the Puck's getting close to a blink, like dangerously close, and they have a Tide Ravage to stop that Enigma. That Enigma, he's trying to get a BKB, like based off his items, but he's still 3,000 gold away right now. If Keita just keeps pressure on, there's no way that a Black Hole is going to stop SA from doing anything because of the amount of disables they have from every other hero, like a Darkseer Vacuum, Tide Ravage, Puck Ulti, SD Disrupt even. So. There's no reason to get anything other than a BKB for SA, because he's just going to pump out damage as soon as he can. The only thing that's going to stop him is Beastmaster ulti.
Right. Alright, well, hopefully we're going to see some sort of team fight here. They're just kind of standing off against each other. On the side, Hasted, Wall Leader. They're going to start going... what? Oh.
Enigma has a gem. They were trying to pick off SA.
I was about to say, I don't think they realized that he had haste. Yeah, they're just checking on that Roshan, making sure that there isn't a Slardar inside doing it while they're waiting there. But a little bit of standoff results in absolutely nothing. But you know, that whole dire advantage, just it really bugs me when we have standoffs like that. Because I think that's something that AL should really start doing, is having a standoff at Roshan like that. As long as they execute it pretty well, they can go and just sit there, and while Keita isn't farming, you know, because they have to have the Riki there. They have to have that Riki there in order to stop the Roshan. So if while they're just standing there not farming, they can just do Ancients, you know? Pick up a little farm while basically Keita can't. Because if they try and go for farm, then Slardar is going to take Roshan really quickly with amplified damage.
Exactly. It is a dire advantage, you know. It's sad, but what can we do? Oh, sad times.
It's funny though, because like some of the stats for tournament games, whenever tournaments, big tournaments put out the like stats, it's actually not there is actually not really a dire advantage. You know, we always say it, and there is one. It's just teams just there isn't. It doesn't reflect in the statistics. You know.
Yeah.
And of course, there are other advantages for the Radiant, such as the the jungle that has 3 pulls.
I like the jungle.
Yeah. We're going to see AL trying to defend the bottom tower. Bottom tier 2 is going to go down anyway. Nope, they're not going to... What? They weren't going to commit to it, now they are. They grabbed that. And because I think they noticed that Bleak was top pushing in that. So they're going to be able to defend that and take the tier 2. Maybe. They do have glyphs, so if they can get it here... Oh, they don't even glyph it. I think if they glyphed it and killed all those creeps real quick, they could have gotten a nice little deny there.
I think right now what AL should do is Roche. Like they know Darkseer TP top. Yeah. There's Puck actually. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, Puck has his blink now. But Darkseer's not gonna be here in time because he TP'd top to push it out a little bit.
And Darkseer's pretty key to their combo. I mean, both Puck and Tidehunter are going to benefit hugely from that vacuum. And once again, they abandoned Roche to try and get a gank.
Slaughter actually does go blink. I don't know. Like, those are like one of those like kind of item builds that I don't know if I 100% agree with it. Just because if he gets ravaged and Puck ultied, he's not going to really be able to do anything. And SA's just going to wail down on the supports while Slaughter's stunned, rather than Slaughter just chasing SA around all day. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I guess it comes down to positioning.
Well, maybe we should see the gem being transferred over to Slardar. I mean, if they're going to commit to try and picking off a hero, especially Riki, you know, why shouldn't they just have the gem on Slardar? If they're going to commit to that, you know, might as well go for it and get some sort of, you know, blinking Slardar chasing down the Riki real fast, and just being able to clean up.
It'll be the smarter thing to do. Definitely agree with you there. And SA actually doesn't go BKB either. He goes Manta, I assume.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see that, which is going to be full damage output. Shadow Demon is getting chased down by Shaitan, but he's going to back up here. Nice little wall coming out from Darkseer. Big combo. Oh, he does get off his ultimate, but it doesn't matter. Nagaraya does not care whatsoever. Wall Eater is going to finish off. So they pick up 3 hero kills for absolutely nothing there, besides, you know, some ultimates thrown down.
That was bad positioning for AL anyways, but like if you notice what could Slardar do there? Once he gets ravaged, he just has to run away because by that time 1 to 2 of his team members are already dead. Like there's literally nothing that he can do.
Right.
I don't know, it was a really well executed fight by Keita, just catching them out of position and a big Darkseer wall. That was a really good Darkseer wall in vacuum.
Somebody was talking about the stream floating. This is a new this is an actual configuration in Dota that we put into to make it seem a little bit more smooth. Now we're trying to get feedback to see if you guys like it or not, but it's not directed view. I just want to point that out. I am controlling the camera because clearly I'm doing a worse job than directed. But again, you're talking about Slardar once again getting the disruption from Shadow Demon. Just so many disables on him, and once Keita starts grouping up, especially given the item choices on AL, I think they could just win team fights pretty easily, as long as they watch out for Black Hole, of course. I see no reason.
At BKB. Like, if you look at Tide has a blink, Puck has a blink, Darkseer, I mean, he has Surge and Vacuum. They shouldn't be able to lose a team fight if they're all 5 there. Like, I don't see any way for them to lose a team fight.
So at the same time, should AL try smoking up or something, trying to get some sort of pick?
That's the only thing they can do. They need to smoke. They need to gank the jungle like they'd right now. There's a Tide there. I mean, Tide's not like who you want to stop from farming right now, but you could definitely take a tower if Tide was down. Darkseer are the ones they want to aim for. Darkseer, Puck, even SA to an extent. Now SA has his Manta too. He's gonna be doing quite a bit of damage.
Let's go over some item pickups here. Got Riki, of course, farming up his Manta as fast as humanly possible. But other than that, I don't see any really big stand-ups besides the Blink Daggers you were mentioning earlier.
Like, I mean, if you look at Earthshaker's items, he's 2,000 gold. He almost has his Blink. Enigma's getting kind of close to BKB as well. Like, I think what AL is going to do, if they're choosing not to smoke, they're just going to turtle as hard as they can, and they're going to try to farm up the big items, the BKBs. Like, Slardar is starting to get a BKB now.
Right, and they're going to also have a pipe
pressure on them right now. Like, if Keita waits, I don't think they'll win, like, super late game. But right now, with the advantage they have, even though it doesn't seem like a large advantage since it's 3,000 gold, they definitely could just go in and just force pushes and stomp them into the ground.
So, yeah, he does have the Manta now on Riki.
There's the S-Blink.
So, when do you give sort of... you were talking about you don't think Keita will be able to win super late game. Why is that? Is that just auras combined with Slardar and Black Hole, or what?
Well, I think when the main heroes get a BKB, that automatically eliminates a Tide ulti. Like, unless he waits a really long time to use it, or they get the jump on them. If they have their BKBs up, obviously Ravage doesn't hit them. Puck ulti's not gonna hit them. It's like it'll hit them, but it won't do any damage. It won't stun them for anything unless they break it. And then, I mean, SA is gonna do a lot of damage, but if they're BKB, they can burst him down faster than the Keita can burst them down. And once SA is dead, unless he buys back, I don't really think there's a way for them to win the fight because they don't have much damage other than that.
Right.
And since he doesn't have a BKB right now, I mean, I really hope that's what he's getting next because they're waiting a long time in the game. So if they get a BKB on him, then I think they'll be okay to an extent. But it's just a matter of if AL farms and they burst down that SA, I don't know. I don't think that Keita will win.
And Shaitan looking out for something to pick off here. He sees Puck, but that's a pretty hard hero, especially without his team. I think once his team gets a little bit closer, they might try. He's thinking about it. Oh, he wants it so badly. I don't think he realizes, though, there's so many heroes in the side jungle here. He's actually going to jump in. He's going to go on the Shadow Demon, clearing him, completely gone. No disruption whatsoever. So nice little pickup by AL. Oh, there goes the ultimate by Beastmaster. Is he going to stay long enough? Quick does go down. There he goes. AL picks up 2 heroes, and on top of that is going to be able to pick up a tower. Puck does buy back, though. So it's just the Shadow Demon down. They could potentially force this, and AL is going to back off. Seeing that they forced a buyback, not wanting to get another potentially bad team fight with Beastmaster Ultimate down, they wisely back up and just going to take away the Radiant's jungle, which, I think is the best thing they can do. Take away that jungle and then start pushing bottom and top and get some more farm up. They're going to have Pipe just 300 gold from Beastmaster. BKB on Shaitan here real shortly.
Yeah,
I think that was a pretty bold move for them to try and force something there before they picked up those 2 big items. But I guess that's just the power of runes in this game. And Viz obviously clearly set things up for them.
I mean, it's kind of like a smoke, except it just doesn't break. So like he sits in the right position the whole time, and whenever he sees something, he just goes on it, and they capitalize. But Keita did the right thing right there, and they brought it right back. Puck bought back, and now they're trying to force a fight at tier 2s. And if they don't force fight, well, then they get 2 free towers.
Alright, we're going to see, they're going to start forcing this tier 2 at top, which is the only tower left up for them besides the base. So they're going to have complete map control as it stands right now. They get some good offensive wards up. They're just going to be able to take a lot of farms. So do you think they should force this fight now or after Riki gets BKB? Or how long, what's the time limit, do you think, on Keita?
They should wait for SA to get a BKB, but no longer than that. Like as soon as he gets a BKB, and maybe even the next Roche, unless he gets BKB within 2 minutes, within the next Roche and the BKB, they're gonna have to get the Roche and then go, or else I think it's gonna be too late by then.
All right. Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. AL seems to be definitely committing to this turtling. Unfortunately, they have 0 wards up. That really sucks when your wards go down around the same time that the other team starts pushing and taking control of the map. Because then you have to group up just in order to get wards up, and then you can start farming, and it's just not a good deal for anyone involved.
Right. Like what AL's gonna do? They're probably gonna get Blink on Enigma since he's only 200 gold off. And they're gonna smoke up and go ward or gank, or I mean both at the same time because they're probably more likely to find somebody in their jungle, anyways.
Right.
So I was doing the smart thing here and just turtling, and they're doing it really well because they also know right now if they fight that they're gonna run into an SA with an Aegis, and they're probably gonna end up not coming out on top, but they're probably gonna wait out the Roche too. They're gonna turtle for as long as they can and get up more items. Blink. BKB is up on Slar now too, and then they're just gonna fight. They're gonna contest the Roche too. I'm like 90% sure that they're gonna wait for Roche to go down and contest it.
Bart from our site just called my girlfriend Mrs. Cap. And she's got quite a laugh out of that. And you wish. Alright, so smoked up Keita is going to get really offensive here and try and pick out somebody, but of course AL is grouped up a 5-manning top. I think they're just trying to bait out Bleak, who has been side pushing really heavily. And also has that blink, so no, they're going to teleport back. They have to defend this tier 3. They can't give up too much. The pipe is down though. Oh,
that's
dear.
sick.
Shaitan, they're going to jump in. They're going to try and pop Niqua. There goes the black hole as well, catching 2 heroes. Nice little disruption by the Shadow Demon, helping to save Wall Leader. Very well done. The Aegis is still up on him. He has another 300 health. Nice Ravage, hitting 2 heroes at least. Lust gets off the ultimate before he dies. The Aegis does go down, and Wall Leader's going to come right back. But he's going to have to get out because there's 4 heroes still up on AL. So nice little play. Meanwhile, they are chasing bottom. Trying to get to him, but unfortunately, Nagaraya is going to be able to get out. Now they're getting a little too far here. Oh, man, 12 health. But Shaitan might play for it. Nice little push stick coming out from Snoopy. That might be enough to save Shaitan. It's going to be close. He is going to be fine. But now Snoopy's going to pay for it with his life. So trading himself in order to save Shaitan, definitely worth it. And as long as they can keep Wall Eater out of the base, which I think they can with just 4 heroes and no Tidehunter, they should be just fine defending this tier 3. It should be only a little bit of chip, and it should be able to defend. Unfortunately, they have to heal up. That's going to be a couple seconds of chip damage, but other than that, probably going to have to back off here. Shaitan, actually, there's an opening. They they overstayed their welcome. Now Niqua is going to pay for it. The Manta, oh my goodness. 3 Manta illusions all hitting on
Wow.
Shaitan, who turned his back. Bleak is now jumping in. He's going to keep going for the puck. Keita, Quicks, needs to get out. Runs away. Nice little dodge using the Blink Dagger. So they do successfully defend the tier 3 and pick up some kills.
Those are funny plays from both teams right there. Like, after mid, AL should have stopped chasing. Some fun fact, I actually didn't know this, apparently, or maybe it didn't happen, but it looked like it. If you disrupt whoever has Amp on them, I think Amp goes away. That's what it looked like in the middle of that team fight when Enigma used Black Hole.
Really?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened because they couldn't kill Riki because of it. But like I said, like AL can successfully turtle now. They have their BKBs up. Like they just sat there with BKBs on the front line and they defended successfully even against Tide Rabbit. Like Tide even waited for their BKBs to go down, but by then Keita was already just like scrambled. And SA doesn't have his BKB yet. I think that's what he's getting next. Like I said, I really hope that's what he's getting because that would have probably changed the team fight so much.
You know, that's something that I see a lot of pro players do, and it always kind of bugs me that I know buyback gold is really important, but when you have that much gold, you can at least buy one of the items. You know, get rid of some of that unreliable gold that you have. Right. Haste going to be picked up by Nagaraya. He's going to run away, but I don't know, maybe he just hasn't decided what he's going to pick up yet, so he doesn't want to pick up like an Ogre Club yet.
Yeah. I mean, like, any items are like, there are all kinds of items possible. It's just, I think, if they're looking to win, like, right now, BKB would it'd be the safer and the smarter item, in my opinion, just because they don't really have anything to stop him other than Beastmaster Roar. They can't burst him down when he has it up. So,
so what you're saying is pretty much the next item the Riki picks up is going to kind of defend their playstyle for the next 10-15 minutes.
Yay. Good job, Wall Leader.
BKB is picked up on him. What do you think about items outside of Darkseer going the typical team fight, which is Pipe and Mech? What do you think about the viability, first of all, of Aghanims and also of Blink?
Oh, I don't really like Aghanims as much anymore, unless it's a ranged carry. Like, if I'm playing against a ranged carry, I think Aghanims is okay. Just because when you're microing a melee illusion, it's kind of easy just to run away from it, and it kind of makes it, like, useless, stuff worth having 400 gold. But if it's a ranged carry, you can sit there and bash on them as long as you're microing it properly. Blink on the other hand...
No. 2-man black hole catching Wall Leader and Nagaraya. Oh no, they're just going to pop both of them. They both go down before the black hole is over. Now Niqua is getting targeted. Oh, there's just so much happening. Keita is just going to go down. They're losing everything.
Oh, and the chicken too. Oh no.
3 heroes for absolutely nothing, and Roshan is going to be given away to AL.
Keita was not expecting that. That was... Wow.
That was
really well done.
Good play by AL, and man, it's... I think just that one play right there might... Enigma's actually going to be able to pick up the Aegis. Good guy Slardar over there giving it away to Enigma. Huh.
I like the thinking behind that. I think they're gonna try to bait everybody to go on Enigma, and as soon as he respawns, he's just gonna BKB and do his thing. But yeah, like I was saying before, the Darkseer, I'd prefer Shiva's. Blink is okay to an extent. Like sometimes if you're the main initiator, like if you have to be the main initiator, and it's not the first item you pick up, I'm more okay with it rather than any other item. But I don't know, Shiva's is just a lot better, especially like in the team fight too. You can slow them down from running away from your illusions and your team on top of it.
Shaitan, picking up lifesteal, specifically Mask of Madness, over say an other orb effect or damage healing item. Personally, my favorite is Deso, but that's sort of overkill. What do you think? Should he grab Mask of Madness, or should he have gone some more attack or damage dealing?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty sure he just did it so he can try to permabash everybody that he's focusing on. I guess it'll be interesting to see how it turns out, because I've never actually seen that. That is rather interesting. I can't say I'm opposed to lifesteal specifically, just because, I mean, lifesteal against a melee carry is nice to have, but normally I'd probably go Vlad's in another orb, like Deso, exactly. Deso's a really, really good item to have.
Right, and also, I don't know, I mean, Assault Cuirass would be pretty helpful, just turtling in general team fights, adding a bit of armor.
I think he's waiting to do AC. He might not even do AC, just because they're going against the Darkseer, and having that armor against yourselves kind of helps out their team just as much as it helps out yours.
Right, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was mainly thinking about all the damage Rekeep outputs, but that's a really good point.
I think he doesn't want to go AC, because then if Riki does, like, he already does a lot of damage with that -5 armor, 10 armor, whatever it is, that it's going to hurt them just as much.
Right.
Oh, Darkseer actually does go blink too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just gonna blink in and vacuum into a Ravage. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's a little split push. They're taking the tier 2 in middle, but meanwhile, Shadow Demon and Wall Eater are both pushing top. They're gonna have to defend eventually, but the question is, does Wall Eater... I mean, he really needs to save his Manta for the upcoming team fight. That might happen. It's not gonna happen. AL is gonna back up here, and they're gonna defend top. So more turtling. Back to the turtle.
I mean, but like, look at the gold that AL's like. They're just saving up gold. They're in a really good position right now. I bet they love where they're at. Like, it may not seem comfortable for some teams, but I think this is kind of what AL wants. They just want to get levels, and they're all pretty much the important level. They want to get all the gold, save for buybacks too if they need to, and then they're just gonna slowly start taking them down. Even though the gold graph is 0 on the dot, I think AL's extremely ahead.
No.
Do you want me to pause?
No, I'm hopping back in. No, don't
Okay,
pause. It's fine. I don't think anything's gonna happen anyway. So.
No. Yeah.
Good. All right, we're back in. Awesome. They are gonna start initiating on bottom. Oh, I lost my mouse. There it is. They're gonna jump in on Wall Eater. They do get the amplify damage off. He's gonna start popping the BKB, and he's gonna start popping Manta as well. Oh, big black hole hitting 3 heroes. They're gonna try and beat. Oh, Lust gets a nice little ultimate as well. Unfortunately, the BKB was still up on Wall Eater. It finally does go down. Nice vacuum, grabbing all 3 heroes, but it's not gonna be enough to save them. Piped is saving a lot of damage right now, but Nikwa is going to go down anyway. Tidehunter is also getting targeted by Shaitan. He's just trying to permabash. Wall Eater coming back in. He wants to finish off Shaitan. The magic damage is going to come in and finish him off. Couple more hits, and there it goes. Wall Eater, he does get taken down, so he trades himself for Shaitan. Bleak still does have that Aegis, and he can try and keep chasing if he wants to, but I think he's just going to back off here. 2-for-2 trade. Did we have any buybacks?
Yeah.
Slardar and Riki both bought back. All right. I thought more heroes died than that, but
That was a really funny fight. Like, I was just watching Slardar Mask of Madness, and he was keeping Tide bashed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny, but he doesn't do a lot of damage, so it doesn't really matter if he's keeping Tide bashed.
So next item after BKB on Riki, do you go Butterfly?
They don't have an MKB on Dire, so yeah, I would go Butterfly. It's pretty safe, and it'll help you do a lot of damage.
And I like this. They have Boots of Travel now on Enigma. So they do win a team fight, especially with the Aegis on Enigma. If they have a side lane pushed out, which they've been trying to do as much as possible, they've been pushing out those side lanes very well. He's just going to be able to teleport right to that lane and start pushing right away with Eidolons.
Yeah, it was a good pickup by Bleak. And he still has another 4K gold sitting, like, whatever he's sitting on. I mean, he can do a number of things.
I think Godot's probably going to do the same thing with his regular boots that he has now. Is if they're going to just focus on the Turtle Fest, I think being able to defend some sort of team fight and striking back really fast if they win it, Boots of Travel and real fast take a Rax while they're down, probably the best option.
I think...
No lie, this game's going on way longer than I expected. And it's only 43 minutes in, I guess, but I really have to start leaving soon. My girlfriend needs a ride to work.
I heard.
I know. So apparently, I don't know, maybe they'll be able to take a break for me in between the games. If not, what we'll do is we'll just hop in. You'll host the game, and I'll hop in.
Leave on direct. Hell yeah.
And hopefully I'll be back by the time the banning phase is over. Or maybe we'll just have, a little 2-minute, short-minute pause. But
I think this Enigma... I think he's deciding on what he wants to get, actually. I think that's why he hasn't bought anything yet, because he has an Aegis. I don't think there's really a reason to save for buybacks.
What do you go when you have that much farm in an Enigma?
Oh, man. Well, he could go Sheep, which would probably be what he's going to do. But there's also a chance he could go Necrobook. And Necrobook is really good as long as you can micro it. Like, it is a very strong item. A lot of players are starting to finally pick up on it. A lot of players are doing it for the whole push-oriented strategy.
Big push stick. Big push stick. Nice little ultimate coming out from Nagaryan. That's going to be a great initiation for them if they can pop Bleak. He still has the Aegis, though, as well. Shaitan is just beating on that Shadow Demon. They finally do get that kill. But they're just spawning tons of illusions. They're focusing on Wall Eater now. Wall Eater does still have his Manta. He's getting perma-bashed, but finally he pops it. There goes the Black Hole, though, and Wall Eater's trying to get out. One more hit. He does go down. The Aegis is popped on him, but Nagaraya is going to go down, especially since Bleak is coming back in, and all of a sudden AL is definitely control of this game. Oh, man. Can they finish him off? Nagaraya does get the blink off. Meanwhile, Nikwa is also going to be able to get out. And what happened over here? Oh, that's just the Beastmaster illusion. I was like, where is Teal doing? What's he doing?
Teal just sitting there.
I thought maybe he was hiding in the jungle somehow. But, I don't know. How many buybacks did we have? None? And I really felt like there were more kills down. I really thought AL had taken a bit more of a lead there than they did.
It does feel like the fights are like going on, and there's a lot more happening than there actually is. It's really funny to watch.
Yeah, I mean that was just a 2-for-2 trade. Shadow Demon just got taken out so early and respawned so quickly. I think was what happened there. That and the fact that they took out Wall Eater. I think I was just expecting them just to all of a sudden be dominating and start taking racks. But back to the Turtle Fest.
Snoopy that fight. Like, Snoopy, I don't know how he does it, but the reaction time he has is pretty absurd. Like, when Tide, as soon as Tide blinked in, he popped BKB and shackled Wall Eater as soon as he was out of it. Like, as soon as he was out of the disrupt, all in a matter of like a second. And that was like right as Tide blinked in. It was, Snoopy's playing really well this game. His reaction time is pretty great. There's the words for it. And Bleak has 5k gold. I don't know.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. So, okay, he
they're
buys a
going
purse, so what, is he going...
refresher, maybe?
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. I mean, that is sort of one of those items that you go in pubs, but in this situation, it's definitely worth it since he already has BKB. It's just really abnormal to see an Enigma get that much farm.
Yeah. It's LGD versus eHome. This game will be 90 minutes long.
Oh, that can't happen. Gee, fucking gee.
I don't want that to happen either, don't worry. Yeah. We have a match soon, too. So,
Oh, that's right. I got to start fishing out for some more competitive insight. Maybe people are actually done playing. I swear. Every competitive player I asked. Got a tournament game. It's only Exiled ass who's Exiled's ass who forgot to sign up for any tournaments.
Fuck up.
That's right. I'm calling you out. Calling you out in the middle of 170 people.
At least I don't turn my volume sounds down for 30 minutes and ask how to fix it.
Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't need this. Refresher, straight out the bat. He does not even have a buyback. He's just going to fully commit to that double black hole.
Yeah.
Which with BKB, he can really do. I mean,
AL has sight on them right now. This could be pretty big.
Shaitan, double damage. He pops a BKB. He's going to try and turn on this 3-4 man. 4-man. Oh, there goes. Earthshaker's following it up now. Another black hole. Another black hole. Oh no, 4 heroes trapped once again. They catch them all. He finally does get the Ravage out, but they're so tanky. They lived through all of that. And now they're turning it around. 3 heroes down in exchange for 1 so far. Nikwa is going to go down as well. The buyback, and so they clear all 5 heroes in that.
Oh wow. That Tide was not expecting that second black hole. He blinked into it. Oh no.
Oh my goodness, that was just insane. I'm really surprised that so many of them lived for so long. The fact that they even got any sort of counter kill on Earthshaker, I was really surprised by that. But that was the only kill they picked up. And now for another Roche, and maybe AL is going to be on the offensive here after a great team fight. And also Cheese is going to be able to pick up on this Roshan. This is the third one, correct? That
yeah,
the last one wasn't the third.
And now
So the first Cheese.
That's huge.
This is
Bleak has another 3K. Slardar has 5K this time.
This is getting real rough for Keita. I mean, I think this is sort of the opposite of last game, where last game I think we expected, like, or at least early on, there was some, kind of rough parts for AL. It's almost seemed like they might lose it. This game, it seems like Keita was in kind of control, and then all of a sudden, it seems like they're kind of spiraling out of control now.
Right. I think the difference is like, AL last game was throwing a little bit, or not so much throwing, but they were just like playing really sloppy. Like, I don't think Keita was expecting that refresher at all. Like, that was so pivotal in that fight. Like, Tide was blinking in, and he would have hit a 5-man Ravage on top of the Darkseer wall and everything. But Bleak got off the second black hole right as he blinked in, and that was it. That was crazy.
That was hilarious. If he had just not blinked in there or gotten the Ravage off before,
yeah,
that second
would have completely turned the control of the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna see Keita grouping up and just trying to force something again. Can they try and turtle at this point? Can they switch the momentum around and just go back to farming at this point, or do they have to force something right now? Even though the last team fights haven't been going their way, and now they're fighting against an Aegis and Cheese.
I really don't think there's any way they can win. Like, I think the only option they have, they're trying to force it right now, and Enigma has his black hole up in 20. ES has his ulti. I don't really know what they can do unless they catch one out of position and just burst him down instantly. There's literally no way.
Jumping in, hitting a nice little Ravage, completely clearing out the Enigma, who bought back instantaneously. Nice little push stick over the cliff. That's going to save Shadow Demon, at least for now. Wall Leader is trying to do what work he can. Great vacuum, grouping up all 5 heroes at once, but that's not going to be enough. A big black hole counter. 3 heroes getting targeted by it, and now they're going to go down. Wall Leader is done for. All their damage is out.
What?
Oh, Kraken armor, too good, but that doesn't mean Tidehunter's out of the woods just yet. In fact, he's probably going to go down here. We're just going to follow it up with a stun. Sprint is up in 12 seconds. So it's going to be he's going to be running for a while, but eventually he will go down.
Mask of Madness.
Oh, there he goes. Even the refresher being popped.
That fight right there was the best case scenario for Keita, I think. Like I was saying, they can't force a fight because they're not going to win it, and they can't turtle because Tide doesn't have refresher, so they only have 1 Ravage, and they have to do everything inside of that 1 Ravage.
I feel really bad, but is it wrong of me to be rooting for AL just for the sole purpose of the fact that we will have a break in between games because of game 2? Oh, that's terrible.
Bottom tower.
Jumping in, Nagaraya has taken a lot of damage. He does not have anything, and he's just gonna get taken down once again. I mean, he's leading them on a little joyride, which it directs them away from his racks. But it's not gonna be long enough. We're gonna see Riki up in 15 seconds. Whoa, 15 seconds, but that's not gonna be enough. They pop Glyph. They might be able to force a fight here. It's going to be 4-on-5, but it is in their base. They can get sort of a prolonged team fight where they can back and forth to the fountain.
I don't think
Might
they'll
be able to
fight
get
it.
some sort of
They
counter.
know that Enigma has a black hole up, or they should. So if they stack right now,
Oh
there it is.
no, where's the puck? Threw his ultimate down, getting caught in that black hole. They're turning around. Shaitan is almost going to go down here. There goes Bleak as well. The Age is going to get popped. Wall Eater is still full health, and they're going to be able to get another kill on Shaitan. Nice, blinking out just in time before the sheep hits him. Now he's going to pop BKB and try and turn on this, get some sort of counter kill. Oh, 2-shot, 3-shot. Can he kill Quicks? 4-shot. There he goes. Picks up another kill. He grabs some support here. His Wall Eater's even in trouble now.
Wow.
Oh, finally, Shaitan does go down. Keita picking up some counter kills. The Wall Eater trying to chase down all these supports. There he goes. He's going to grab Godot as well. So a complete 5-man wipe in exchange for no racks. Melee racks did not go down there as long as they stopped these siege creeps.
That fight was really well done by Keita, but I find it weird. Lust didn't have his ulti up that fight, but he still could have blinked in and saved that Slardar, I think. Like, sacrificed himself for the Slardar. And he has a buyback, too, so I don't... Maybe he just wasn't thinking about it, but... I think the smarter thing would have done is he could have just blinked in and fissured or used Enchant Totem for Slardar to get out of there. And then he would have sacrificed himself, but they would have had Slardar up for this fight. Although, I guess they both have buybacks. But, I don't know.
They do spend a couple buybacks. That's good. I was about to say that if they hadn't lost... well, they won the fight. If they hadn't lost as many heroes, that could have been a potential opening for them to try and take their own racks because Enigma didn't have a buyback.
Yeah.
But rather unfortunate. So once again, they're on. They're going to be forced to 5-on-5 once again. But this time, if they do win on some sort of fight, that's 2 buybacks. They're going to be down at least, maybe even an Enigma buyback as well.
Khan
Who
is
still
picking
has
up an
cheese as
AKB
well.
right now. That's a good pickup for him. That's probably gonna win them the game, I'd say, actually, at this point. If SA goes on him, SA is gonna die inside of that cloud just because the MKB isn't gonna... He's not gonna miss Riki anymore, he's just gonna smash him
Right.
in the face.
What are the items? Ghost Scepter, of course, on Earthshaker. That's obviously going to be a great pickup versus a Riki. Sheep on Puck. Basher going to be picked up on Riki. Bash War is going to be going on here. Once you get, I mean, a Blistle Blade is going to be very helpful against these BKBs.
This game's actually really close. I don't know who gets the edge right now. Like, I think AL, I still have AL. I'm still thinking AL has the greater hand, but it's really all positional at this point. For the rest of the game, it's just going to be who gets picked or who gets bursted in a matter of seconds based on their positioning.
Right. Darkseer looks like he's going to be going for, I'm presuming Shiva's. I mean, he could go AC as well.
Yeah, he's Mystic Sapling Chicken. Just picked it up.
Okay, nice. That'll be a good little pickup. Slowing down that Slardar. At least, at the very least, you know, the movement speed is probably, he's not going to be able to slow him down that much, but maybe help out with that sort of maxed attack speed that Slardar has when he pops Mask of Madness.
That's just a funny item to think about. Oh,
Really
Mask of
is.
Madness. Like, you don't ever see that item in competitive play. I think this might be one of the first times. Because you don't even see it on Void or anything when he was picked up.
Yeah, or there was the tiny when we had
The
that
tiny
one.
eggs.
Especially with that bug that was going on where he was doing too much damage to
Yeah.
towers and stuff. That was hilarious. Like, oh, Ags, Mask of Madness,
Times.
3-shot. 3-shot the tower, no problem.
Roche is up in 3 minutes. I think that might determine the game rather than positioning. Like, whoever gets the next Roche, they're gonna have such a greater team fight for that specific fight because of the cheese and ages. I don't know. It's This is a close game.
Very, very close. Tensions are very high for both teams right now. AL does not want to give Keita the opportunity to come back. Give them this game and then win game 3. They just want to end it here and now.
What's funny is if you actually look at the experience graph, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, the gold graph is only 5,000 in their favor.
I think it's just because Shadow Demon's level 13. Like
Is he really?
he's having a rough
Just getting
time
taken
getting
out
levels.
every single time first. Which he does. He hasn't even maxed out Soul Catcher yet. That's actually, I mean, 10% is
big.
nothing to laugh at.
That is kind of big. I actually find it kind of weird that he maxed Poison over Soul Catcher.
Yeah, normally in these support Shadow Demons, usually you max out Soul Catcher and max out Disruption after that. Shaitan is actually going to jump in on top. They're going to start going on Nikwa. There goes the ultimate from Beastmaster. Counter coming in from Tidehunter, his ultimate, but it's not going to be enough to save. The BKBs are way too much. He only picked up one hero there with that stun. And that was the least important one, Beastmaster of the 3. Rather
Not a good
unfortunate.
connection time. Like Blake popped his BKB as soon as he ravaged. Like as soon as he blinked in, he popped BKB instantly. Just not a good reaction time play going on.
Radiant's top tower.
They might be able to stop. Quicks is going to go in, hitting a nice 3-man with his ultimate. Wall Leader trying to do it work he can. He's trying to pop the Enigma before he can use the Black Hole. Black Hole is up and he is safe. They can try and turn this around now. Oh, but he's chasing him out. Tidehunter is chasing him away. If they can just get some sort of turn with the Black Hole, he's going to go for it. Oh, he gets instantly stopped. And he gets taken out. Buyback, losing the cheese, losing the gem, and oh my goodness, what looked like for a second there, there was a Ravage down and they picked off a hero. And I really thought AL was gonna win the next team fight.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
My God.
The firepower on this SA, I can't honestly say. Like I don't know. This is crazy. I did not expect that to happen at all.
This game is so back and forth. Beastmaster, it's ridiculous. That aura, Mask of Madness, it's Lardar. Like, all right, Keita gonna start getting a little heavy. Oh, big ultimate coming in from the Earthshaker. Huge play, knock it out. 2 heroes instantly. He's gonna get countered though by Wall Eater. Wall Eater hit a very good BKB. That was a great play. Godot stopping him in his tracks with his ultimate, which goes through BKB, which is now down. They could potentially turn this. Wall Eater. He's going in. He's trying to save. They're going to try and pop Bleak. Bleak pops the BKB, but it doesn't matter. He goes down anyway. Godot's in a little bit of trouble. Keita's right in the middle of everything with 2 heroes. Now the Darkseer is going to come in. They just really need to take Rax. They have to take something. Slider is going to be up in 5 seconds. They have to take this Rax. The Glyph goes off. It's going to be... Are they going to stay? They're not going to stay. They're going to... Oh, no. They're going to turn around. Oh, my goodness. They turn back around. Shaitan's here now. Shaitan's here. If they can win this team fight, this could be the end of the game. Shackle shot latching in. Nikwa's still trapped. They're going to pick up 2 heroes at least with that.
Wow.
Wix is going to
They're gonna get Roche.
Oh, Roche.
Actually, they could just go for the game. I don't know if SA's buyback is up. I know he has gold for it.
Yeah. Darkseer doesn't, and that's pretty big.
Buyback is ready for SA, but they don't have or they'll have tied up. I think they should just Roche. I really think they should just Roche.
Nope, they're going for it.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. This game is intense.
Yeah, I was
Feeling it,
really
man.
funny. As soon as Bleak popped the BKB when SA was going on him, SA just bashed him the first hit. And that was not what he was hoping for. He was really just...
Oh my goodness, that Abyssal Blade. So strong. We're going to see Pipe pop, and they're going to go straight for that melee Rax. And they're going to jump in. There goes the ultimate. Nobody hits the BKB off. They might even pick off Snoopy. Snoopy popping the BKB is going to be able to get out. Nice little shackle shot. Shaitan gonna try and jump on Quicks. 1, 2. Oh, there goes the bash. Abyssal stops him once again. Shaitan, he's getting out with 90 health. They're trying to get away. Wall Eater's gonna pick off somebody. At least Snoopy's gonna go down. Oh, whoa, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Lock off. trying to keep him away. Less is going to be able to get out with that blink. 2 heroes in exchange for nothing. They didn't even grab the melee racks. Whatever hero pushes is the hero that loses the team fight. This is just insanity. Oh, and now I bet they're regretting not taking Roche.
Yeah, this is the smart thing. This is what AL should have done. Like, that fight. I don't think they were expecting SA's buyback to be up. But I think they should have still done the safe thing. This is going to give Keita what they want.
Oh, this is just so rough.
Oh, man.
So, Cheese, Aegis...
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Eventually, like, Roche should drop. Well, I shouldn't say that because there's already some problems with Aegis. Did you read that the Gosu Gamers article?
Wait, no.
What was it that was talking about? He talked a lot about Roshan and the whole idea.
Oh, yeah. Was that Come With Me, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Shaitan actually gonna jump in on Nikwa once again, but he gets instantly shipped. Black hole, where is it? No! He's getting stunned. Finally, the black hole does go off. He's so low health, he's gonna go down. Eventually, there he goes. Shaitan is just beating on Wall Eater, but look at all the health. He's gonna turn around. Keita is gonna take this game. They're gonna take game 2. All 5 heroes up, all 5 heroes down for AL. They take the bottom racks, they take middle racks, and that's gotta be game. There's no way. There's no buybacks. GG being called out by AL. We're gonna go to game 3. Hopefully we can get some sort of pause or something. Some sort of something.
I honestly did not see the game ending like that. I really thought the Keita was down, but
All right.
wow.
Dire's
Well
top
played.
tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Well, that's good.
Say, can you find somebody else too? Because we have a match.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a no. Oh really? Yeah? Oh, all right.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's ancient is under attack.
All right, guys. So I gotta go. I'll be right back. Probably 10 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this. You're gonna see that, and then I'm gonna do print it in between stage, and as soon as see the scoreboard, we'll be back. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll be right back, guys.